Hey guys, and welcome to the Kaykov Podcast. We have great people here with us today. We got Mr. Robert with Robert Gerov Media. We have Ethan with his Thunderstruck Talent, and of course, Mommy Aren, Miss Estee. How you doing?
How are you? It's good to be here.
It's good
Again,
to
really,
be.
it really is. But I prefer, previous vice president. Show some respect, Boris, please.
So we apologize.
I'm kidding. It's good to be back, guys. Good to be back.
Nice,
What's going on?
Always great energy to have all of you guys here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ethan, so last podcast that we have done, you said that you deal with a lot of different content creators, and here we are, one of your famous content creator,
One of the best.
Miss Estee. What's up? How you doing? Anyways, tell me, what have we been doing have you been getting more content people involved and producing more content? How is that process going for you right now?
The process is going amazing. We actually just launched our website, thanks to my boy Robert over here.
Nice.
RGM.
That's right.
And we're starting lead generation, and we're kind of making everything and converting everything to be more like automated. And in terms of like content, Estee, she's leveling up every single day in terms of live streams, making money like never before. There's really levels to this shit. Like, she's doing a phenomenal job, almost in the A leagues. But the one flaw that we do come across a lot is she gets banned so much.
How does that? You see, this is what bothers me.
I know.
You put so much time and effort, content on a regular basis.
So it's about
just get
rolling.
wiped away.
It's about rolling with the punches. One thing I enjoy working with Ethan is because you have to roll with the times. The times right now, society is very, very sensitive. We are dealing right now with the backlash of a buyout. TikTok just got bought out, and even though America bought it. Before, if I was running into community guideline violations, it was more because the app was communist, but they weren't sensitive. It was communist. So it was just like taking down videos if you said anything about the trans community because they're a very, very protected group, for example. Now that America bought it, I don't know what's going on, but like, you can't even be mean. And if you guys know what I do, the whole...
Of course.
If you're cooking liberals on here... You're going to get into your emotions, and I have gotten banned so many times. I'm sure Ethan regrets working with me.
But aren't we allowed to do that in America? It's a free country, as they say.
That's what I'm saying. He has to figure this out and roll with the punches as it's happening. We're all stumped. Every creator on TikTok right now is not understanding what's going on.
The hype with TikTok right now with the transition is they still haven't gotten a grasp of every part of the algorithm yet. And even all the changes that they're trying to make, they're conflicting a lot of times. So that's why once the sale was made, I think we had like a week and a half where it was just impossible even to get views.
Well, I think we can all agree on one thing. The fact that America bought TikTok now makes it like solid. Now we know that TikTok is going to be here forever.
It's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. And this is like a very solid source of income. And you can really make this your part-time or full-time source of income.
So let me get this a little straight. Every time you get banned, you give him a call, and then he puts you back on the map. That's how it works.
Well,
now it's more like I call him and he's like, "Don't tell me you got banned again."
yeah, sure. It's like that. I really yell at her at this point. Like, we have a very close relationship.
Yeah,
as like
I adopted him.
Yeah, exactly. And I tell her straight up, I'm like, "Yo, I swear to God, you better be on your best behavior, because my goal as an agency, my goal as Thunderstruck is I'm supposed to train creators to be media trained, to not get banned. But God forbid they get banned." Like a false ban, I have to go in there with all my might. I have to hit up my TikTok
I'll
rep.
tell you, he has worked some miracles for me. I'm not going to lie. Because I've gotten account warnings like next violation and you're out, you're done. And I've gotten about 7 warnings like that. So he's been able to reach out to them and he pleads with them. I feel bad that I put him in these positions because I do say something out of pocket. Oh, it's not crazy.
I'll give you an example.
What? It's never been like insane.
It never been insane? Yeah? Listen, guys, she told me, listen. At one point,
you have them saved?
I swear to God. She wanted to give up at one point, like streaming on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done. Yo, they're too sensitive. I'm like, I can't do this.
So much money and she wanted to give up. She was like, yo, I don't know, bro.
Imagine you're
so sensitive.
You're in the middle of a live stream and that's it. It just turns off and it goes, your live access has been removed. And I'm like, I immediately call him. Like, we have a schedule. I'm dressed. I'm in the it's a Make America Great Again hat. I'm mid-argument. Imagine you're mid-argument with your wife. И вдруг отключается. And you're about to make your point.
I'll tell you why they ban you. Like, there's obviously a reason. Like, she literally hit me.
Go ahead, read something that I've said.
TikTok, You're very sensitive. By the way, mind you, she's talking to
I
the
tagged
live,
them.
to her viewers, to the people, and she's like, Ethan, I promise you, I don't know. You have to hit up your representatives. I didn't do anything wrong. This is bullshit.
No, he's like, what did you say? And I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know what it said.
Like, honestly, it couldn't have been anything negative. I'm like, everything was actually going fine. If anything, we were going back.
She says, TikTok, you're sensitive. You're more sensitive than Joseph's asshole after a full day of diarrhea. You're just becoming, and believe me, when I tell you Joel's ass was raw. I don't know what that means.
It was Biden.
But it's against the community guidelines.
I was talking about Biden. Hold on. First of all, you didn't do it justice. I said TikTok. You're very sensitive. You're actually more sensitive than Joseph's asshole after a full day of diarrhea. You are just...
How do you come up with these things?
I don't know. Believe me, when I tell you Joe's ass was more raw. This is part of the comedy, but it still shouldn't be banned. I stand on that. I stand behind what I say.
Whatever the case is, like...
No, I'm going to get banned.
Nah, you'll be all right. But okay. The point is that it's like the violations are like harassment, bullying. It's subjective. It depends on who's, there are also people that report you.
That's why you need a good team.
You have to have a good team and a good representative. Now, I've spoken to other agencies, and that's one of my first questions. What can you do for me if I get banned? Like, that's really his main. Important. It's the most important. It's the most important to know if the agency runner established an actual relationship with TikTok, not just like one of the little pawns that TikTok has. He's made money on the app before. They reached out to him to start an agency. So he's been doing very well. I think you have how many creators you have?
We have right now 90 creators.
90 creators, which is already 15 more than his last episode here, because this is all he does. He's hustling. But it was important for me to have somebody that's actually effective. So I've been able to get my account back sometimes same day. And these bans, they last sometimes for a long time.
Yeah.
Where they're negative is it's not just a ban. You lose your status. You have to stream a certain amount of time to get to a certain amount of level.
Correct.
So I was all the way in A1 with my first ban. And what ended up happening is it was just back to back. Every time I went live, I was getting banned. I mean, obviously I was crashing out by this. Like I was already getting angrier and angrier every time I got my live stream back. But he was able to intervene. He spoke to them and he was like, listen, I'll have a long talk with her. She'll be on her best behavior, spontum, and everything will be okay. So he has this good relationship with them where he can actually break it down. Like he goes, it's not harassment and bullying. She's a political creator. It's banter. Sometimes things can get heated.
Correct.
Her intention is not to, harass anybody though. They look into it again, and you guys have to understand with the world of AI now, these things are detected much quicker. If I say the word, I feel like I could say it here, but if right now, it's okay to say retard again. I don't know if you guys know this on social media. Like on Instagram, they removed that word as a violation. Yes, because it's one of my favorite words to call a liberal. So you were not able to call somebody that before, like without really, really offending them or a social media platform telling you like, hey, listen, you can't be calling people a retard on here. You just can't. So I'd be like, why? You can absolutely, listen, it's not okay to make fun of somebody with disabilities, but if your friends are acting disabled, you call them retards, all right? And Michael Scott said that in The Office. So that's just a word, that's just one example. I said it on TikTok, immediately removed because...
They're against their guidelines.
Yeah. It's against their guidelines, and every single social media platform is different.
Some people don't know that. Some people need that media.
Sometimes it just comes out. I said libtard a couple of times, and I got banned. And he's like, you can't say that. I'm like, I didn't know. That's not even a real word in the dictionary.
Well, is there
like a list?
A list.
Of course, there's a community guidelines. You got to really reread it.
No, that's crazy.
But that's a lot to read.
There's a lot to read. But
more than that, it's also always changing.
It's always changing. They're updating them all the time. So I'll tell you again, if you made a video about the trans community, and you're not even cursing them out. You're not even saying anything bad. You're actually stating facts. Like you guys are mutilating kids, immediately removed. Misinformation, you're attacking a marginalized group, stop.
Wow.
And it's like, I was not able to make any videos on TikTok about this because of this issue. You have account warnings. So back to the original point, why I was bringing this up is because they're always changing, as Robert just said, constantly. We can't keep up with this. Correct. I'm making content. I have a full-time job. I have a family. He is literally the personal assistant that I've always wanted, but he's not a personal assistant. It just comes out that way where you need help. And sometimes I come to him and I say, listen, I got this email from TikTok. Like, I don't know what this is. Don't worry, I got you. So it's very, very helpful to have somebody like that in your corner, especially I'm a millennial, and I openly say, it's not that easy for me. Like, I'm not that tech savvy as people would assume. I'm still doing things on a very fundamental level when it comes to editing, when it comes to things, because I can't keep investing into the time to learn that much.
That's important because like a lot of people from our generation, the millennials, and we're both 88. We both come from a time when all of this was just starting to come out.
Exactly.
So it only started accelerating in the last 3-4 years with AI. people like me are kind of like a little bit more in tune because that's my job. That's what I handle. That's what I do. And then, but everybody else is going to need that kind of that help. So I guess having a leader in the agency to like kind of support that, to kind of give you all that extra backup is really kind of like what most creators do.
And you know what he makes me feel like? And this is a perfect analogy for anyone listening. When we came to this country, our parents didn't know how to work the VCR. We magically knew. How did we know? We grew up in this era where we're using them constantly. Like the video games didn't work. We did that trick. You blow, you put it back in. We just had our, our tips and tricks. And my mom was like, "Oh wow, how did you make that work again?" And I'm like, "Mom, like you don't know what this is about." That's how he is. Yeah, technologia. So that's how he is with live streaming. There was things, and I said it on my first episode talking about this. I could not figure it out with the 500,000 followers. Even people were coming to me about live streaming, and I'm like, I don't know. I pressed live. I was staring at the camera. I'm like, this is weird. I couldn't feel it, but he grew up in this era. So it's important to note that at this point, his age is a superpower because the younger generation, they're born into screens.
Correct.
Our timeline is changing, and like you said, accelerating is probably the best word. AI, I think, is going to do massive things. I think we're accelerating in AI like every month. It's like a 10-year exponential increase of like the way it's progressing. So it's taking over very quickly, and I'm glad that you do AI stuff. I'm going to be reaching out to you after this podcast because I need like guidance on how to run my social media accounts with an AI.
Absolutely. There's so many things that we can do.
I can't answer DMs. Like, can it answer DMs for you?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Actually, and Ethan and I are actually working on a few things to, basically benefit his agency and all of his creators to make sure that everybody can have, that technological support in addition to, everything else that he's already providing for you guys.
How are you able to be so like helpful for all your creators? 90 is a lot. I harass you and you're always picking up the phone. Like first ring, he's like, "Hello, if you got banned again," I said, "I don't know what I'm gonna do to you." And I was like, "Yeah, I got banned again." And he's like, "All right, I'm on it. Screenshot everything, send it to me." I mean, in 30 minutes, he has an answer for me. How do you keep up with that? Like 90 creators, and we're all like your kids. When it comes to this, we come to him like, "Mama, I have a question." It's constant, and it's 90 of us. So how do you manage that?
Well, first off, I dedicate my time. I'm very passionate. So, for me, I have a notebook. I write down every creator's name. I got to make sure to reach out so that they feel like I care about them, so they understand that I'm here for them, anything it is, whether it's like we're doing a cash prize giveaway or they got banned or I want to set them up for a schedule, because a lot of people have so much potential, but they just don't fulfill their unfulfilled potential because they don't understand if they just keep applying and if they keep going live and using the tactics and the tips and the tricks that I teach them, they can make a serious amount of money, whether it's $100 a day, $200 in 1 hour, $500. Estee's made $1,000 in one single stream, which consisted of 2 hours. So it's just mind-blowing, and a lot of people with followers, without followers, hot girls, good-looking dudes, whatever the case may be, they have untapped potential, and if they just met someone like me, I'm telling you, I will make you $10,000 a month streaming, making money off these gifts, monetizing, building your brand, building your personal brand, building your following, making consistent content, what blows up, what sticks, how to retain audiences, how to keep people from leaving your live streams and not coming back and showing up like returning customers, whatever the case may be, how to make people feel special, because there's a psychology to this. And I've been doing this for 3-4 plus years, and I learned the psychology of what makes people keep gifting you on TikTok, what makes people keep returning. And if you implement it, especially if you're like Estee and you have 500,000 followers, and if you get advice from me, like a content/live stream king,
there's a strategy. Absolutely,
you're going to be very successful. So like I said, now we have a website, thunderstrucktalent.com, and you could apply and get started straight from there.
Do you provide like webinar service? You should do a webinar.
You really should.
And the protocol, all the rules. Every time somebody signs up with you, you have to like
we're actually building out a similar program to that already with Ethan.
That's awesome.
Where it's like we're creating Loom videos.
Yes, that would be really good.
Webinars.
Before I would get in the call.
Perfect.
Before I would get on the call with every creator, because I really truly do want to dedicate my time, but I only have so much time in 90 creators. So now I'm kind of automating it, and thanks to Robert, God bless our GM.
And the way he leads, even that's going to be an amazing elevation for you to be like, even the way he leads his creators, like there's going to be days where I just can't go live, like for example, but like he will every single morning, 9 a.m. he has a text to me, and I already know how to schedule my own, you know what I mean? Like he kind of just like, it's like he taught me how to swim, and now he's like, off you go, like on your own, you're doing it yourself. And he'll still check in and say, listen, if you need, I'll schedule you, like let me know, I'll connect you with A, B, and C. So this in and of itself is just a big help. But if we can get that, I mean, if you can do like automation for them to be to be able to automate it, it would be amazing.
Yeah. Anybody that onboards automatically a video sent to them with you talking or whatever it is, and Rob can definitely.
Yeah, and especially the beautiful part about Thunderstruck is it's free. Like when they're onboarding, it's not like I'm getting on like a sales call with them or they're applying and they got to pay for something. No, it's free because, like I said, TikTok pays me to help, and everybody already knows this is common knowledge. I always say this over and over again. It's free. Like there's no reason somebody wouldn't join Thunderstruck. Free to join. My services, my value, my knowledge is free.
Yeah, he does give all his time. Like nobody's paying him. He doesn't take any of my money. My money is mine.
TikTok's percentage.
Yeah.
And then networking, you get to meet great big content creators like Estee when you're joining Thunderstruck. Then cash prize giveaways. Ask Estee. She's won $200 in a single month before. So
you know what you should do? As you're growing, maybe in a year or two, maybe even earlier, have those 90 or maybe 200 content creators and have like a nice webinar or an event.
I'm thinking of having a yacht party in Florida.
Sick.
Having a yacht party in Florida. I want to do it. Hiring a camera crew. Actually, it was Robert's idea. Having a big party on a boat. Once we're bigger, and like hire a DJ, food, drinks, great for content, live streamers, ring lights, everything.
Have everybody, maybe they can bring their own friends and content creators who want to grow. So
and
it'll be a crazy networking event.
It really elevates businesses too.
Absolutely.
It elevates businesses.
And we have a great referral
crazy.
program. Like Estee, she brings me the best content creators and live streamers that she knows. And when they join the agency, I pay percentages of whatever TikTok pays me. So rather than what other creator networks or agencies do, whether they're giving you like a galaxy for every creator that you bring, I do it differently. I confidently will give 10%, 12%, or 15% of the income that I'm making from TikTok to my creators.
And that's legal.
Referring, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
like he told me, like if you bring me people and they start doing really well, I'll give you a cut for that, no problem.
Every month. Yeah, I have no problem with that because at the end of the day, there's actually this one company. It's a granola bar company. It's called Kind. Right? And he's very successful because he makes everybody a business owner in his business. Everybody got to share. So that's the way I think of it. Instead of being greedy and only growing for myself, everybody can grow with me because at the end of the day.
And then we bring him quality because you want someone to actually do it if you're making money.
Exactly.
But it's not all money driven. It's a very strong community. If you're joining an agency, it always should be where you feel supported and, held up, not like somebody's taking 20, 30% of your money. I was very, very adamant about not joining any agencies ever since I got in. I've always been like, listen, I need to work solo. The reason for that is because everybody's trying to screw you over.
Correct.
Every single person I've come into contact with, I don't know if it was a vibe they gave or it was the deals that they were telling me. Like there was one guy, this agent, he still calls me. And he's still like, oh, Estee, baby, oh my God, I can make you this, I can make you that. I only take 27%. I'm like, fuck, for what? For what am I giving you 20%, 27%? Tell me what it is that you're doing for me. You're basically telling me I have to book all my own stuff anyway. You're finding it for me? I could find it myself. No, thank you. Nayopka. I don't want it.
Yeah.
When he came to me, I was literally like, what's the catch? Like, there's no way that this doesn't have a catch. And these things do make you paranoid. How many times people will reach out to you?
I don't know. I said, there's no fucking catch. Like, how many times? Like, there's no catch.
There's no catch. And, I'm so happy that I jumped on board because for me, it's been very, very helpful. Like, listen, it's lucrative. I always wanted to monetize TikTok more than what they were letting me monetize just because I'm always attacked. Like the community guidelines, it's always a problem. I'm always either getting banned.
But that's why I feel like these types of agencies, like Ethan specifically, from what I've seen, it's more than just like make money on TikTok. It's be heard on TikTok.
Yes, that's what
because you have a community now of 90 other creators that have similar views, similar vibes, that they want to actually grow each other, and even going to an event like this where you have multiple together. Everybody's collaborating now.
Yes,
you have multiple people on one live stream, all talking about the same things, having a great time. Boom, it's a community.
Yeah.
Something that is very hard to find. How many people, just like you said, contacted you? Oh, I want a piece of your pocket, But at the end of the day, it's like, here's somebody that's coming to you that's saying, let's bring everybody together so we can all make more
and let's build together. Exactly.
And I will say one more thing. A lot of the times people always ask me, what makes you so different as an agency, right? And I always tell them, like, other agencies, other creator networks, they don't have me. Like, I'm very dedicated, very devoted into making my creative.
Because the guy thinks he owns TikTok, literally. Well, you would think TikTok is his. He wants it to succeed that much. He thinks it's his app.
So it's American owned by Larry Ellison. I think he had 80% of it, no?
Yeah, I don't know who owns it.
He's a genius.
But Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Well, hopefully they're going to keep live streaming up there. I think they will. They're just changing around some things. But like I said, it's very important to have somebody that's with the times. So many people fall off because they refuse to get online or to do the right things, to properly place yourself, your business, what your streams are about. Some people will just fall off like, TikTok changed, let's go somewhere else. And I see so many people giving up so quickly. And I'm like, listen, respectfully, I invested a lot of time into this community. I've invested a lot of time into building this page. I don't want to lose it so easily, but to like turn away and leave. I mean, how many years have we heard like, oh, TikTok is going to get banned, this and that?
Never happened.
If it would happen, okay, we would have to go somewhere else. You have to roll with the punches.
100%.
But he's the kind of person that stays on top of everything, like daily. Like, listen, you can call me tomorrow and say, yo, because of the war of Iran, they're doing this and this. We got to do this now. Like, whatever it is, his creators, he's kind of guiding us. You know, he's like the shepherd because even though we're in the world, it's too much. It's too much for anybody to navigate. I can't. Sometimes if I pick up my phone, I can't put it back down for another 2 hours. And I don't realize. I'm like, oh my God, I was just scrolling through all the DMs. I had to answer this email, send out this, email TikTok back. It's too much.
You got to be creative with your creators.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And time is money.
If I can ask real quick, this has been on my mind since we got here. But it seems like you have a very, very nice gift for us on the table over here.
This right here?
Is that for me or is that for Boris?
Yeah, what is this?
This right here, this is definitely not for you, Robert.
I'll
Maybe
be
one day. Let's do a
Maybe he's
little
going to
unboxing.
gift it to you one
Let's
day.
unbox it.
Maybe. Let's do a little unboxing.
Oh, look at that. It's a Rolex.
is our
I got a few of those. I'm not going to lie.
You got a few of those?
I got a few of
Let me see your wrist.
Right now, it's not on.
He's taking a break.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure Robert has
The
a few of those.
expensive stuff you don't take out of that.
No. Yeah, you got to be humble. Yeah, Robert is very humble. Okay.
Open it.
Okay, you guys want to see it? That bad? Okay, so what we got over here is Thunderstruck's
Is this our next giveaway? Okay.
not giveaway, but it's going to be a raffle. So if you want to get entered into the Rolex, this is a how much does it go for? I don't know, 22, 23, $24,000
What do you mean?
watch.
What kind of Rolex is this?
We got a Zombie.
Looks like a new box.
2025.
Is the new
brand
box?
new, yeah, brand new box and papers. I think it's called a Zombie 2025.
GMT?
Beautiful.
GMT.
Two-tone with the Jubilee band. Very nice.
I think something is happening right over there.
Guys, look away quickly.
This is a nice gift for hubby.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So if you want to be involved in this, we're going to be making a video about this shortly, and an entry is $50. Okay, so for a $24,000 watch, an entry is $50. And
So you could win a $24,000 brand new Rolex Zombie
yes,
for $50.
yes. This is my dad's friend. He's a jeweler. Okay, and he's like, listen, I know you run Thunderstruck, and I know you have lots of creators and lots of followers, and you have lots of creators who have lots of followers.
This is going to be cake. This is going to be cake. We have the numbers.
Can we
Rolex
talk
is a
about
good investment.
Who this guy is? This very generous man.
Generous man.
How is he? He's going to make his money. He doesn't have
He's
to
making
shop
He's making the money.
on 47th Street to get the
Who is
best
this
deal.
genius businessman?
This genius. This is undisclosed.
Is it capped? Are the entries capped?
Entries will be capped. There's going to be
Okay, so then
only
that's it.
1,000 entries. So a lot of people don't really like raffles because there's like not capped entries, meaning there could be like 50,000 entries and you don't even know about it. But we are capping the entries at 1,000 entries, $50 a slot.
Those are good odds.
What's the deadline?
Deadline? We haven't disclosed the deadline just yet, but
Isn't it like if it hits 1,000, then it'll be
no, yeah. Once it hits 1,000 entries,
Done.
it's done.
done.
Yeah.
The raffle is
The thing-
done.
That's when you start raffling it?
Yeah, that's when we're gonna do a spin the wheel on live on the Thunderstruck page for the winner, and then we're gonna ship it out to them wherever they are in the 50 states.
1,000 entries. That's
Solid, yeah.
Solid.
And a lot of the times, listen, $50. It's like, what is it? It's like a little gift card. $50. It's one entry. You could buy as many entries as you want. What are we doing?
yeah, I think so. We'll see.
Yeah. So 1,000 entries, $50.
How did you decide to do this?
I just
To
want
elevate the brand?
for
Very
Thunderstruck.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Like
And
the idea.
This in and of itself is a multitude of opportunities
Ah,
because
cool.
live stream just you're reaching so
Another
many more
level.
people.
Yeah.
And like I always say, there's a market for everything. And you can't even walk into Rolex anymore and buy a watch.
Nope.
You
Not
just
at all.
can't even do it.
Especially this
They're
one.
gonna
They
laugh
turn
at
you away like a whore on Rodeo Drive. Like, get the fuck out of
You
here.
can go to
Like,
47th Street and buy this watch for 23, 24 grand, or you can go to Thunderstruck's website and put $50 in for a chance to actually win. Because if you trust a genuine person doing this raffle like me or genuine like Estee, like $50 can get you this watch, really, or as many entries as you buy. So
That's awesome.
That is pretty
if
cool.
you want 5 entries, 250, whatever the case is.
The internet is the future, ladies and gentlemen. That's
Yeah.
just where it's at.
Yeah. especially-
Imagine 1,000 people walking into your exchange, looking at the watch. Somebody's bound to get it, right?
100%.
This is easy reach. 1,000 people, we can do that easy.
And you're guaranteed you're gonna get paid. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's not so much about that. It's just about giving people the opportunity. Yeah. But we are capping the entry. I mean, we're not being greedy. We're capping it. So as long as everybody has a piece of the pie. Somebody gets a Rolex.
Hey, I'm gonna add one more thing.
Everybody wins.
You wanna win? You gotta follow Thunderstruck.
Can I enter the entry?
No, none of our own people are gonna be able to enter the entry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna buy maybe a couple.
You're not involved.
You're not involved. You're not making
a
people
cut.
That are
Oh, like
me
that.
and her. You guys can buy entries, but yeah, none of our own. Me and her.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to buy
entries.
Not
buying entries. No, obviously it's gonna.
And everything is random, so we're gonna do a random spin, like
the wheel.
Yeah.
So, what other content creators do you have?
All kinds. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Give me some.
I'm like political comedy. He has everything under the sun. You have musicians. What do you have?
Musicians.
Okay. Yeah, we have all different types of people. We have rappers, we have singers, a lot of like political debaters, lots of banter battlers, lots of hot chicks, whatever the case is. I got Day Day, she's one creator. We have another dude, Bobby, another creator. He's
Bobby Souffle?
No, Bobby Souffle. What else we got?
We have a bunch of people. It's not even about like putting a name to a face. We have so many different types of creators. We have musicians. We have a guy that's a comedian, but he's a barber too. So he just like live streams while he's barbering, which I think is really smart.
That's
fun.
That's pretty cool.
I've actually came across this like really good idea, and I'm talking to a couple of barbers about this right now. But like live streaming and doing battling, like while you're barbering, I think it would elevate any barbershop, because this is the time where a lot of barbershops, if you noticed in the past 2 to 4 years, a lot of them are getting on social media with their businesses. They weren't on there before.
No,
most of them were just kind of like, what is it? And now it's like the videos are getting more eloquent. There's a different type of vibe depending on what kind of barbershop you're looking for. So there's the old school gentleman's club that you want to give a more expensive feel, right? And the more popular ones are the ones where, there's a bunch of guys, that barbershop feel where you go and it's like you're chilling with the boys. There's smoke in the background. Maybe a female is passing by wearing absolutely nothing, giving someone a massage. Whatever it is, these videos have become music videos.
Yeah.
Imagine the scenario of two barbers. They don't have to be rivals. At the end of the day, especially in our community, most of them know each other, and they're in opposite sides of town. So it's like everybody, there's room for everyone to eat.
Same concept I thought about with the jewelers. We thought about
exactly. We did think about it with the jewelers, but I think that they're so competitive. Maybe that's why they're not doing it. But imagine a barber on a live stream, like, yo, can you do a fade like this? And you're growing a community to support you. What people don't understand is like, why would somebody pay me money? This is the notion you have to get out of your head, because I felt the same way. I'm like, why would somebody send me money on a live stream or even enjoy that if I'm giving it all away for free? Yeah. Like my content is free. You know what I mean? Like it's social media.
Right.
Because they want to reward you.
Yeah. I was like, I'm getting paid by the streaming meaning like TikTok, YouTube, like you get paid for the ads, like for your views. I just assume like that's going to be my cap. There's only so much money you can make on videos and stuff, but it does add up. When he was like to me, no, you're not understanding something. These people want to reward you. You've been doing this for years. He's like, you've been making people laugh.
They have no way to pay her.
Like you've made a difference. He's like, yeah, a couple of people will go out of their way and send you stuff because I have my super thanks on. Like somebody will send me sometimes like $20. Here you go. It's like a tip. You made my day, whatever. This is more of like, here you go. Let's give you your own stage. You are now in a virtual strip club. And you do what you're already doing, and now people are rewarding you for it. And it makes it even more fun if there's another person against me. And,
of course,
we have opposing views. So their side is actually just like, doesn't like me because they don't agree with my views.
It doesn't even have to be like, for example, opposing views.
It doesn't have to be.
It could be two hot chicks, like my target audience.
You and your hot chicks.
Literally, I'm telling you,
but
the money makers.
What do you want?
They're the money makers.
They are the money makers. I mean, listen, you have to have some kind of visible
they're
aesthetic.
Yeah, like two hot chicks or even two shirtless dudes battling on TikTok. The competition.
And I'll tell you something, even that I get respect for, because obviously live streaming, like some people have asked me, like, yo, your husband doesn't mind that you're doing live streaming. And I'm like, listen, I carry myself in a certain way. There's definitely comments and people saying something out of pocket. Like there's this one guy, like, how much I got to throw for you to take the top off, like the sweater off, I usually ignore, obviously, I don't even address it. But there was a couple of times where I'm like, listen, if you're on here for that kind of content, go to OnlyFans, go somewhere else. Yeah. You're not going to get that from me. I'm a married woman. Everybody that knows me knows this. I have children. And because I do conservative, like most of my people are conservative followers, immediately, like the comments became respect. I respect that. That's what I respect.
Put your foot down.
I actually got a Zeus sent to me immediately after saying that, and I wasn't even battling anyone.
Got to stand on business, baby.
But it was because somebody's like,
gift.
this is what we need. So, always be yourself. Stand on your business. It's not about selling yourself.
Correct.
You are building a community that supports and truly loves you, okay? I've even had some Baharians in there that started to gift, and they're like, hey, I want to be a part of the fun. And we would assume that nobody would ever do this. You know what I mean? No one's going to sit there and support you if you, like I said, if they can get it for free. But it's not about that. You make people feel good, they will return the favor. If you have a great business that people support, let's say you're doing, suits for people, whatever it is. If you're doing that and you're always the custom suit maker for this family, and every time they have an occasion, they're always coming to you, they'll happily shout you out and all of that.
Absolutely.
If you're live streaming and you're maybe talking about something, they could be in your chat one day like, you know what? I really support you. I'll buy your merch. This is the same thing. I'll send you a gift.
Great way to grow your business. But
Exactly.
I focus mainly on I want Thunderstruck to grow in all avenues, but I mainly try to recruit and drag attention to creators that are like entertaining, creators that are
So easier to sell.
Yeah, it's easier for them to make money in terms of the gifts.
I'm ideal for live streaming. This is something I didn't know until Ethan showed it to me, because when I do it, and even I've tried to recruit some people are like, I'm not you. I can't do what you do. And I'm like, but you can build to something. They're like, but I can't entertain. And I'm like, okay, we have to work with them, but entertainment is always going to be number one. Number one.
You have to have an agent in order to do live streams.
No,
like this?
you don't.
You don't, and that's a very good question. You don't. But like I said, when I tried to do this on my own, I got nowhere very quickly. I ran into so many walls.
How does that work?
Look, listen.
Because he knows the tips and tricks. Let's say if you're posting and you're trying to grow your social media following, there are tips and tricks.
Of course.
Hashtags matter. What time you're posting matters. How often.
Does still matter.
Sometimes. He's the guy that understands these tips and tricks when it comes to live streaming. He also understands how to. For me, this was very important. I told him I don't have a lot of time. I can't sit here. My assumption, like when I see these live streams on social media, people are on there all day, and there are people that make so much money, it pays to be there all day.
Correct. This is their job.
But for me, I'm like, listen, I don't want this to be my main source of income. I don't want this to be, it's great money. Like, I can't even begin to describe how many lives he's changed, this guy. He really has. This American woman that I brought to him actually messaged me this year, and I met him like what? December? Sparks, yeah.
The best.
So I met him like November, December, and I was doing some, my own stuff on TikTok. I came across her debate, like just randomly. She's so smart. She had a look. I just immediately noticed her for what she was.
Very beautiful woman.
Very beautiful. I just DM'd her and I was like, yo, listen. She was like, oh my God, I'm fangirling. I follow you for such a long time. I'm like, you don't understand. You got the X factor. You would kill in this. She took a gamble on me. This is a woman who lost her husband in the war.
Wow.
4 kids, single mom, and tells me a month later, my kids are going to have Christmas because of you.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's not because of me. It's because of Ethan. Because I literally just picked her up like this and said, Ethan, nah.
But you handpicked her.
But I handpicked her. And he said, yo, you have an eye for this. And I'm like, yeah, because I know what works.
Eye for talent.
She's like, she's fire. She's just, there's no hater energy here. I saw a gold mine.
Nice.
In the sense of and I'm going to shout out Pignac too. I was telling Marina of Pignac, she's one of our own. Yes. I told her you would do phenomenal on TikTok live streaming. And she's like, I already do it. Because, she's on top of her shit. They know what's going on.
I gave her a formula. I told her
and I was like, you know what? Let me connect you with Ethan. And that's it. All I had to do was make a connection.
Nice.
And I just pushed her over there. He knows what to do. So, there's no gatekeeping here. If you have a business, you want to elevate it to the next level, you should see what someone like him has to say, because there are just unknowns here that we didn't know about. I didn't know that there was a whole world out there, and it's pushing out all my other stuff, like live streaming.
You gotta truly want it.
You have to want it. Yes.
The thing is, I worked with numerous.
Is it hard work? Yes. It's hard work. Go ahead.
I worked. Yeah, like she said, I work. It's hard work, and I worked with numerous amount of streamers.
For every 10 people I bring him, one of them is hungry.
That's what it is.
The rest, and I've brought him so many people.
Like real estate agents.
Yeah, and it's mad annoying. I'm not gonna say the name, and he knows because he watches all my stuff. I ain't even gonna say the name, but there was one guy that's like, "Yo, you gotta put me on. What is this?" And straight up counting my money, right? Because he's watching my streams, telling me, "I need you to help me. Help me become like this. What do I do?" I gave him the code. There was no gatekeeping. I gave him everything, gave him my time, my energy. He gave him his time, his energy. Boom, disappears.
Yeah, I drove to all their houses and stuff. These are local
crazy people. Work. And he doesn't mind because that's part of it. That's a loss. You lose the time. And he even invited me to some of these dinner meetings. I'm like, you have fun. I'm going to go live stream instead because I know that this is your side of the woods now. I made the introduction, but at the end of the day, you can't lead a horse to water.
A person, exactly, you can't lead a horse to water.
No, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. You don't know how many people we've literally held, and I feel bad for it. I'm like to him, why are you chasing? Like, they don't want to do it, leave them alone, on to the next. So we teach each other shit, because there are so many times where he's been really like, he's like, but this person has so much potential. I'm like, Ethan, musar. That person doesn't want to hustle. That's it. You are not going to sit there and take anybody by the hand. If you don't go for it yourself, we're not going to waste our time.
You have to be on live, yourself dedicated. And
you have to be dedicated.
I got to see you and like, oh shit, you're doing this wrong. Let me reach out. Let's schedule a call. Let's talk about this.
But ain't nobody going to lead your hand to a camera and say, here you go.
What turns them off? Why can't
they're not making money from the first day? It's impatience.
Impatience. Yeah. Listen, I didn't make a lot of money the first day. I made pennies. Well, I made like $40.
Yeah.
$40 my first live stream. And I was like,
well, pennies to you. And so somebody like Miss Sparks, like the girl.
The first time she made like $40, she's like, I made more money just now on this live stream than I've ever done. And I've been going live for 2 years.
People are making minimum wage, and then they're coming from making.
Like, you're only making $5-6 sometimes, because these gifts are pennies too. There's pennies that are gifts.
Exactly.
There are strategies. You have to know what to say. You have to know how to engage, how to share out your content, how to build like there's liberals that I go on with. We already know each other. People have seen us go on and off. At this point, it's just entertainment. Like, I have my gifters that are like, when are you going to fillet this guy again? I'm already recharged and ready to go. You don't understand the kind of entertainment this is for some people. Because I'm providing something that people don't usually normally see. Correct. I'm actually frying them alive sometimes, verbally.
Comical, and she's actually...
Because I keep it comical, but I'm also so quick with it. And to do this live, I trigger them. So there's like this one that I really love. I'm not going to say. But I do it to the point where he loses it on camera. He's like, yo, stop! He goes insane. Do you know how happy that makes my audience? As petty as it is. And listen, sometimes they get under my skin too. You know what they do to me? That the only thing that gets under my skin, they obviously start to threaten. If these people are sick in the head, some of them. They start saying stupid things like, I wonder where she lives. Like, when they say things like that, like there's a twitch in me. Because I'm protective of my family. Like, I don't want those,
of course.
Sometimes you piss them off so much, they start their antics to try to hurt you, even though it's all fluff. It's garbage. They're not going to do anything.
Internet gangsters.
Yeah, internet keyboard warriors.
I call them.
But sometimes they'll get under my skin, and when I get angry, that other person obviously gets happy. They're also providing something, but I'm not stupid enough to make this get to my head to the point where I'm losing sleep. I mean, there's people obviously they have mental health problems after dealing with me, at least. I don't know how many of them I put into a psychiatric hospital or I sent them to therapy, but that's the name of the game. And if you master your craft, if you're a musician going live on TikTok streaming, if you're comfortable with it and you're putting in the work, you will grow the community. It's a matter of time. It's not so much as either it works or it doesn't. You will grow the community. Right. It is a matter of time. Look at what's popular on social media. Yeah. There's people making millions of dollars with ASMR.
Yeah. And these ideas you wouldn't even think about, but I'm going to bring it to the table. Yeah. That's what I'm here to hold your hand.
Come watch me chew glass. Come watch me chew glass. I've seen everything. I've seen bottles break and the paint is splashing. Millions of views.
Imagine doing that on live stream. I've seen people.
On live stream, people doing that. On an egg. On
a watermelon, on an egg. Rubber bands.
There's people in the chat. Borja. Thousands of people. Thousands. Yeah. That's insane. When I hit those numbers, I'm going to be a millionaire. I only have a couple of hundred of people in my audience. Can you imagine what's going to happen when it's thousands?
I've seen two brothers in the summertime. This is back in the day. This is TikTok in 2021.
It's really a crazy world. Two
brothers sitting. One sitting outside, one like this, one like that. And the loser of every 5-minute TikTok battle, they have a bucket of water balloons. Loser gets to get hit with a water balloon.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like people are spending bank on this bullshit. Well, I'm not calling it bullshit. It's entertainment.
I mean, it's
bullshit.
It's really entertaining. So when I do it with liberals and we are debating, that's the most fun, right? We have a game and we do it by point value. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, there have been such comical moments where I've put liberals in a corner. I've literally said, okay, now we have 10,000 points. Go stand in the corner. Now turn around, put tape on your face, whatever. It's entertaining to get these people to do what you want. And they come back with, what if I get 10,000 points? And I'm like, I'll be quiet, but I'm not doing anything else.
Most people, they have a blind eye to it. Yes. They don't know that there's these things you could do that just change the whole trajectory of everything, that changes everything. You can implement strategies and games and all these things that you probably didn't even know.
Let's say you're a lone musician. Yeah, let's say you're a lone musician and you have music. So many people do that now. Look, so many people do that. Even DJs, right? Let's say DJ Alex, somebody with his following. He doesn't even need to do something like this. He makes, God bless him. He makes good money, whatever. He's booked. He's like the number one, I would say, like in the media in our world. Like, he's very, very highly booked. Imagine he makes mixes and live streams it and puts that music on Spotify.
Oh, there's plenty of DJs that are making six figures every single year just
somebody
going
like
on TikTok.
We have so many talented people in our community that are amazing singers or musicians.
I agree.
They go on live stream. Our random audience is going to start engaging with it. Where can I buy your music? Do you sell merch? Where did you get that saxophone? Like, do you know what you can do? You can even do affiliate marketing. You don't even have to sell your own brand, make merchandise, or create a Spotify username and get paid for your music.
It all starts somewhere.
It all starts somewhere. All I'm doing is giving the audience all of these ideas. I'm not a musician. These are all ideas and things that we have seen. People literally blow up. Does anyone know that song? In the Middle of the Night. You know that song?
Yeah.
That song blew up on YouTube, on TikTok.
Yeah.
She made that one song, that one single. She became an international superstar.
Wow.
And it had to obviously start somewhere. It's not, it happened overnight. How many songs did she make that led up to that moment? She was posting and getting rejected and posting and posting.
Overnight success.
I wasn't always funny. Are you kidding me? I get so much quicker with the insults now that I'm a live streamer. And for me, I always tell them, like, even if this doesn't work, it's always an investment for me. For me, this is practice. If I do ever hit the stage with a microphone, I'll be a professional by then doing this shit.
Because if there's a will, there's a way.
Because you're putting yourself on the spot in front of a camera. You're willing to embarrass yourself or whatever it is, but you have to start somewhere. So you have to work. But
Thunderstrucktalent.com. You can apply if you think you got what it takes, and if you're not gonna waste my time, because I'm here to make winners. I need go-getters. I want people that want to make diamonds become successful, full-time income, part-time income, whatever it is, entertaining or not, whatever the case is.
And guys, make sure you're sending in your entries ASAP. I think 1,000 entries is very, very low cap.
Generous.
Really? Generous? All right. No, it's generous for the people.
Yeah,
it's not generous for us. Fine.
Oh.
Okay, fine. 1,000 entries, $50 an entry. You make sure you get them in as soon as possible, because I promise you, with our platforms combined, this is going to run out quick.
It's going to be in the link in bio of the both of us for Thunderstruck Talent and Estee's page.
Mommy RN 88. Guys, don't forget, we are at Kaykov Media's #1 studio podcast, the darkest podcast in New York City.
Yeah.
Shout out.
The best lighting for sure.
We're going to revamp it soon.
I love it. No, I'm just joking. Guys, look at this beautiful... Do you know how many times I've been here? I've been here more than any other podcast. And it is a beautiful room.
This is not your average panels, this was literally custom built.
I know.
With the way I envisioned it, because all of these is like a waves.
Yes, I know. The sound waves, it's so nice. Not only that, there's no echo.
There's no echo.
Quality is phenomenal. It's very cozy. You don't hear all the madness outside. So give Boris a call if you have a podcast episode you want to conduct.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you to the people.
Job. God bless you. Hopefully I can open up my inner spark and do something fancy.
Amen.
Possibly.
Amen.
All right. Very well.
Thank you for having us, Boris.
Thank you.
God bless. Thank you.